You know that feeling when you're caught in a storm of circumstances, buffeted by things you can't change. Perhaps it's a difficult boss, a delayed flight, or news that upends your carefully laid plans. Your mind races, trying to predict, to influence, to somehow wrestle control over the uncontrollable. You feel a knot tightening in your stomach, a sense of powerlessness that gnaws at your calm. It's natural, this instinct to push back against the tide, to want to reshape reality to fit your expectations. But what if the very act of trying to control what isn't yours to command is the source of your distress? What if true strength lies not in wrestling with the world, but in a quiet, profound understanding of where your power truly begins and ends? The Stoics understood this fundamental truth, offering a path not of resignation, but of liberation. Epictetus, a former slave who became a great Stoic teacher, spoke plainly about this. He said that some things are up to us, and some things are not. This simple distinction, often called the dichotomy of control, is perhaps the most fundamental and freeing idea in Stoic philosophy. What's up to us? Our opinions, our impulses, our desires, our aversions, in short, all our own judgments and actions. What's not up to us? Our bodies, our possessions, our reputation, our positions of power and, crucially, the actions and reactions of other people and all external events. When you truly grasp this, a remarkable shift begins. You realize that much of your anxiety stems from trying to exert influence where you have none, from pushing a rope that can only be pulled from the other side. Imagine the energy you expend on worries about tomorrow's weather, or a colleague's attitude, or the traffic on your commute. All of it is spent on things firmly outside your sphere of genuine control. Consider a situation where you're working on a crucial project at work. You can control your effort, your focus, the quality of your research, the care you put into your presentation. These are entirely within your domain, but you cannot control whether your boss will approve it, whether your colleagues will appreciate it, or whether the company's budget will allow it to move forward. If you tie your peace of mind to the outcome of the project, its acceptance, its success, then you are setting yourself up for potential distress, because those outcomes are dependent on countless variables beyond your reach. The Stoic approach isn't about apathy, it's about intelligent allocation of your most precious resource, your attention and effort. Pour your energy into what you can control, and then, with a clear mind, let go of the rest. This isn't passive surrender, it's active wisdom. Seneca echoed this idea, urging us to recognize what belongs to fortune and what belongs to ourselves. Fortune, he suggests, can take away our wealth, our health, our status, but it cannot take away our character, our integrity, or our ability to choose our response. Think about a challenging conversation you need to have. You cannot control how the other person will react, whether they will listen openly, become defensive, or misunderstand your intent. What you can control is your tone of voice, your word choice, your intention to communicate clearly and respectfully. When you focus solely on bringing your best self to that interaction, regardless of the other person's behavior, you walk away with your inner peace intact. You acted virtuously, you did your part. The rest is simply not yours to carry. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, constantly reminded himself to distinguish between what is internal and what is external. He understood the immense pressure of ruling an empire, yet he consistently brought his focus back to his own mind, his own judgments. When you face an external event, good or bad, your first, most powerful move is to examine your judgment about it. Is this truly bad, or am I just labeling it as such? Is this truly good, or am I just attached to a certain outcome? The event itself is neutral. It is your interpretation, your reaction, that gives it meaning and power over you. A delayed train isn't inherently bad, it's an inconvenience. Your distress comes from your judgment that it shouldn't be delayed, or that it will ruin your day. Releasing that judgment is like loosening a tight grip, allowing the external world to simply be what it is without it having to conform to your desires. This is not about becoming unfeeling or indifferent to the world. It's about becoming truly effective within it. When you stop expending energy trying to control the uncontrollable, you free up immense mental and emotional resources. You can then channel that energy into what is within your power, improving your skills, cultivating your character, helping others, acting with justice and wisdom. Imagine the clarity that comes when you're no longer fighting against the tide of external events, but instead expertly navigating your own vessel. You become more resilient, less susceptible to the whims of fortune because your inner citadel, your faculty of choice, remains unshaken. You are the architect of your own character, and that is a power that no external force can diminish. So, what can you do today? Take a moment and identify one current source of worry or frustration. Is it something genuinely within your control, your effort, your attitude, your response? Or is it something external, another person's decision, an unexpected event, a past mistake you can no longer alter? If it's the latter, practice a gentle but firm letting go. Acknowledge its presence, then consciously shift your focus to what is yours, your next deliberate breath, your next thoughtful action, your quiet resolve to meet whatever comes with your best self. This deliberate shift, repeated daily, is the practice of true freedom. Your power resides not in changing the world to suit you, but in wisely governing your own inner world, always. Your power is not in changing the world, but in wisely governing your own inner world. Thank you for sitting with these words today. If they steadied you, subscribe and return tomorrow. A new reflection waits each morning.